Hey everyone, meteorologist Alex Williams here with you in the Weather Impact Alert Center. It's a really nice evening out there. I think we lucked out pretty good with some cloud cover late. It doesn't feel necessarily hot. It's a little less humid out there. We are starting to increase that dew point closer to the 50-degree range, so we're going to start to feel it a little bit more, but nonetheless, pretty nice out there as well. So we'll dive right into the forecast. Look at that beautiful evening across the area. Greensboro looking good. I'm sure Winston-Salem is looking good as well. We can check out a Legacy Stadium here. Yeah, looking pretty nice. Maybe some breaks in the clouds. Call it partly cloudy through the overnight, but all in all, pretty nice as we go through the evening tonight. There's your current temperatures across the region. Upper 60s to lower 70s across the Triad. Of course, the big story today has been the over 600-acre wildfire in Wilkes County. And that is a direct relation of what we've been dealing with over the last couple of days, which really is the wind, right? The wind has been kind of the factor that helps spread those fires very quickly, and that's why they went for an all-out ban on outdoor burning across all 100 counties of North Carolina because of that. So there's our wind gusts so far today. We've seen those gusts into the 20-mile-an-hour range, closer to the 30-mile-an-hour range. And so we can see definitely some improvement there, at least from the 30, 40-mile-an-hour range, which we have seen. But what we haven't really seen improvement in is drought. Now, some of the southern portions have gone from D2 severe drought down to D1, which is dealing with some of the abnormally dry conditions. And so we are dealing with drought across much of the Triad and into the foothills, including Wilkes County, which of course is where we have that active wildfire right now. As we go through the overnight, we'll see the relative humidity increase. This is why a lot of wildfire crews work through the overnight hours, because typically your wind starts to die off. That's not always the case, but sometimes, most cases, tonight is the case. Wind's going to come down and the relative humidity comes up. So that really helps them to work on the fire there and try to get it contained as fast as possible. The problem is tomorrow afternoon we start to bring in and mix down some of that drier air, and that definitely doesn't help the situation when we're talking wildfires. The other thing we're doing tomorrow is bringing back the wind gusts. So as we go through the afternoon hours tomorrow, we will start to see those wind gusts increase, and once again into about the mid-20s as we go through the day tomorrow, and then into Wednesday, another breezy day. I think by then the moisture is up high enough that we're really not going to be dealing with some of those fire weather concerns as we really have been seeing the last couple of days. So fire danger today is in the very high range there across, say, the escarpment of the Blue Ridge and into the Blue Ridge Mountains themselves, the foothills included in that. Very high fire danger for the rest of the state. Now the good news is we actually will see that decrease. We'll get to the weather pattern here in just a moment, but I want to show you this. Look at the weather is actually helping us out here as far as the fire risk goes. For the western Piedmont, which includes most of our entire viewing area, we're looking at the fire risk dropping to moderate there, fire danger into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And so that is very good news, especially, again, for those crews fighting the fires at the moment. High shifting off the east coast. As it does so, we're going to get into the return flow. We'll start to bring back moisture, and we'll see warmer conditions. So notice the green on the map towards the foothills. This is going to be the pattern that we see over the next couple of days. It's going to be showers popping off the foothills and then kind of moving off into the from the foothills into the Triad. Oh, there's fire risk again. I showed you that twice. But what we really need is rain, and we're just not going to see a lot of it. Again, this type of kind of pop-up activity, and then that moves into, say, the Triad towards the evening hours. That doesn't help us out. That's a very summertime. We're not getting a whole lot of upper level forcing in the atmosphere to be able to kind of bring widespread rain chances until we get into Sunday. And that's when our next cold front heads our way. So that's not necessarily good news for us. There's our forecast planner for our Tuesday. Breezy. We'll see those highs around the lower 80s. So let's look at Futurecast here. As we go through the evening hours tonight, quiet, mild. That's the other thing. Your overnight lows are going to be pretty mild. So yeah, your air conditioning is going to be working overtime to keep you cool through the evening hours. Lower 80s as we go through the day tomorrow. Green across the foothills. Some of those pop-up showers will be possible towards the foothills, mainly up into the mountains tomorrow, but that kind of moves a little bit further to the east as we go into Wednesday. But again, those mountains kick off those showers. Those pop up across the mountains. Heavy downpours will be possible with that, maybe some gusty winds. And yes, there's enough instability, atmospheric energy, that we could see those briefly pop up, become severe, and then die. Because they're just not going to see a whole lot of organization. Into Thursday, that was Wednesday, into Thursday, we see those temperatures by the afternoon already in the upper 70s. So it's going to be a warm week ahead. A lot of those highs will be closer to the 80s. So our European model, one of our long-range models, looking here into Thursday afternoon again, maybe a few hit-or-miss showers by Friday, maybe seeing some better moisture advancement from the south, and that could kick off maybe a little bit more widespread showers, maybe around 40% there. Hey, we'll take everything we can get for sure. So by the time we get into Saturday, I think it's more isolated, and then here comes your front as we go from Sunday into Monday. That's going to come in late Sunday, by the way, maybe linger into Monday. So I think Easter activities are good to go as we go through the next several days. How much rainfall are we looking at? Not a whole lot. That's not necessarily good news for us, as we do need the rain pretty bad. So there's our European model showing a tenth, maybe a quarter inch for some if we're lucky. It's just not good news for us here across the Piedmont as we go through the week ahead. Wednesday's an exciting day, though. We'll be talking with meteorologist Becca Birdsall from our sister station at CNC here in just a few minutes about the launch that's coming up for Artemis. So you don't want to miss that. That'll be lots of fun. Here's our 7-day forecast. As we go into our Wednesday or Thursday or Friday, that's when we start those intermittent rain chances, maybe a rumble or two of thunder into our Wednesday. So you'll see that 30% storm chance there. And then as we go into, say, your Thursday, dealing with some of those scattered shower chances as well. By Friday, Good Friday, looking at just a few of those scattered showers, you get the idea. It's those pop-up showers that hit the higher terrain, then kind of move into portions of the triad. Now, hopefully by Thursday into Friday, we get a little bit better chances here. We need some rain so desperately. And then as we go into our Saturday, I think it backs off more isolated. By Easter Sunday, we are looking A-OK. Lots of Easter fun, I'm sure, planned across the triad, so we'll be dodging those rain chances as we go through the day. They'll be coming to us towards the evening. We'll be back here in just a bit with meteorologist Becca Birdsall from CNC.